Today we find ourselves in Phan Xich Long. This is part of the Phu Nhuan District in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I would argue that this is one of the best places to live in Saigon. I really like this area, especially between the canal and this road. I'm going to show you guys around the Phan Xich Long area today a little bit, and I'm also going to go and get a normal over 40 health check. I know I look young, but I am over 40, and I'm going to go get it here at a hospital that actually saved my life, saved my wife's life when she had pneumonia. I had a crazy illness out here, a blood clot in my stomach. This was the hospital that sorted me out, so I'm going to do my health check with them because I trust them. And I'm also going to give you guys a little look around the Phan Xich Long neighborhood. So it'll be a combination of a medical tourism video, but also of an interesting neighborhood tour, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Alright guys, so I just wanted to tell you about two very good pharmacies right by this hospital. So the first one is actually inside the hospital. They will send you there if you need to get something or they write your prescription. You go all the way down to the parking garage and you can see it right there. And the second pharmacy is just here right next to us, as you can see. Number 43A, Phan Xich Long. And these two pharmacies are very good. They have a lot of stuff in there if you run out of something. I don't know, some people take blood thinner or something, stuff like that. Anyway, this video is sponsored by Safety Wing.
What's up guys? I'm in Mysore, India. I'm chilling with this cow here. If this cow were to give me mad cow disease, I would want to have health insurance. And if you're going to live as an expat, you're going to want to have health insurance too. He's either biting me or licking me. He's licking me. Aw, hello.
You're so cute.
See, if I get sick from touching this cow, I want to have health insurance, right? So Safety Wing is a good health insurance for people like me who travel around the world and live in interesting places. I'm covered. If I get sick in India, at least I got health insurance. Safety Wing is designed for people who move around and who travel, so it's the perfect health insurance for people who live our kind of lifestyle. So everything has been moved around. The VIP is no longer on the 12th floor. We got to go back downstairs now, but the place is like completely redone, totally remodeled. They really made it look nice in here. It's crazy, like night and day different from the last time we were here. All right, so things have changed a lot. We're in the back of a van being transferred to the VIP. I was going to show you guys around Phu Nhuan, Phan Xich Long, but now I don't even know where I'm going. So this is the adventure that is Vietnam. I'm literally just trying to get like a regular health check, like nothing too crazy.
Yeah, yearly health check.
Yeah, yearly or whatever. And now I'm in a van. Maybe I'm gonna stay in Phu Nhuan, maybe not.
I don't
know. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
They moved it.
Yeah, they moved it like out of the building.
This is so funny.
But Huan Mi looks a lot nicer. You guys can have a look out the window here. This is the Phu Nhuan Phan Xich Long area.
It's very nice.
I love it over here. That's why I was recommending it to you guys as one of the best places to stay, because
lots of good food.
Great food, great cafes, and if you go a few more blocks towards where you're looking now, like there is a canal, so everything between there is fairly low density and like villas, and of course along this road there's just nothing but coffee shops and restaurants. And
look, I think we're here.
Oh, looks. I think we've made it. So we're still staying on Phan Xich Long.
New branch.
All right, so we've arrived at Huan Mi Goal.
It's 245 Phan Xich Long, so it's a different address as well.
And this is good because I still get to show you Phan Xich Long, which was my intention. All right, so we finished the health check and now we're walking down Phan Xich Long. So we're gonna take you guys to see the neighborhood a little bit. This is one of the best streets for food in all of Saigon. It's just an interesting neighborhood in general. Health check went well. I will warn you, sometimes they try to tack the tests on. Like I walked in there to do a standard health check and I got quoted like nearly like $600. And then by the time I got out of there, it was like 200 bucks. But that's with like me doing extra tests like testosterone, and I just wanted to get the normal prostate checkup that you get when you're 40, just the normal stuff. But when I first came in, he interpreted normal stuff as give the foreigner every test under the sun. So at first I was like, wait a minute, you know, and then after some argument and like kind of, I guess he sort of acted like he understood what I was saying, the price kind of became a little bit more of an agreeable price, you know? So
I got the ultrasound of my uterus and ultrasound of my breast. Everything was okay. She said I didn't need a blood test or a urine test. So that cost $74 US.
Mine was $250, but we did a sonogram and a few extra things.
You got a blood test and a urine test.
I had a blood test and a urine test, and testing for the normal like prostate cancer markers and everything.
Right, and we'll get the results for that on Tuesday.
But I mean, it's still, I'm complaining, but it's still going to be far cheaper than in a Western country. Like in the US, I can't even imagine what that would cost. And you guys could see from the waiting room, it was a VIP environment. It was very nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but I think just for the VIP service, they charge more, right? So if we went to the general hospital, I think all those tests would be cheaper.
Yeah, we'd also be there a lot longer too. So it's kind of like, are you willing to pay a little?
Guys, the thing is, like, they're doing the ultrasound, right? And they tell you right away, you're okay. Whereas like before, when I got the ultrasound, they did the ultrasound, then I had to wait for the doctor to read the paper, and then they tell me. You know what I mean? So this was like almost instant results.
Yeah, it really wasn't too bad. But again, be careful, because when I first walked in, he wanted to give me an endoscopy, which is not necessary.
Right, so his doctor was like trying to upsell.
Yeah.
My doctor was very good. She gave me the price before we started, you know? So I guess it depends on the doctor.
Yeah, I guess it does. And it worked out to something that I was willing to do, because I do want to do the normal over 40 checks, but I don't know why I would need to do an endoscopy. I have no symptoms, I'm not sick. So again, just be careful when you come to these places in Asia, and just be sure that they're going to give you the service that you want.
Yeah.
But overall, it is a good hospital. They are competent, and they have saved our lives in the past. So, you know, regardless if the guy trying to upsell me a little, I knew what I wanted, and ultimately I got what I wanted. So that's a little example of medical tourism here in Saigon. If you're sick, they have an emergency room you can come to. Huan Mi's a pretty decent hospital. Now we're going to wander around Phu Nhuan here on Phan Xich Long before it starts to pour rain. So we're going to wander down a little bit and then maybe head back and have a snack before we go home. You guys can kind of get a look at this area. This is one of my favorite areas in Saigon. I'm actually a very big fan of this neighborhood, for either for living, hanging out, or just coming to get some food. It's a very interesting area. Phan Xich Long is the name of the road. It's basically a big boulevard that goes through Phu Nhuan District. And it does eventually go a little bit into Binh Tan District, but the part that we're going to be concerned with today is the part that's in Phu Nhuan. So this is new. Haru Sushi used to be a small place. Now look at this. Now it's like the whole building basically. So you guys can see Phan Xich Long has a lot of like Japanese and Korean restaurants along it. The whole thing is basically a boulevard. If you turn right up on this corner, it'll go towards the canal, and this area is mostly villas and residential properties. And then if you go more to the left here, it's kind of higher density. See, look, we have more, I don't know if this is maybe Korean style or Japanese style barbecue.
Barbecue, bang, dentist office.
I think it's Korean. Yeah, I see Korean writing. It's a Korean style barbecue. So there's a lot of like Japanese and Korean restaurants on this road. El Fresco here, this is an Italian brand. It's not really from Italy. It's like a Vietnamese understanding of Italian. They do like things like pizzas and steaks and stuff. But again, it's more geared towards the Vietnamese clientele. Across the street, of course, there's the Highland Coffee.
It's like Vietnam Starbucks.
Yep. Just to show you guys a little bit, we're gonna dip off the street for a second. I'm gonna show you guys what the residential area looks like and why I say this is one of the best places to live if you're gonna live in Saigon. Because that's, you know, that's the main artery we've been walking down. This is more what the residential area looks like, and you guys can get a sense for how nice it is. So you guys can see we're only one block off of the main artery, and it's very quiet over here. The more you work your way to the right here, the more you get closer to the canal. Not really necessary for us to walk over there today, but for those of you who are interested in exactly where I am, I'm between Phan Xich Long and between the canal. Now check it out, you've got your swanky cafes, your yoga studio, and look, this is a very nice cafe.
If you are interested in seeing the canal, you can click this video above.
We have
and
lots.
See Phan Xich Long to the canal.
So we have lots of older videos from walking around all different parts of Saigon, just like Mish said. and you guys are definitely welcome to check those out. We have done this neighborhood before, but I thought since I'm back in town, it might be interesting to walk through it again and give you guys a look. You guys can see there's some mixed use properties. Like these are probably serviced apartments, I would think here. This is probably commercial. This is just I don't know if this is a villa or if it's apartments, but you can see it's beautiful, brand new construction. Also, this would appear to be a villa. This might be like a villa that's been kind of converted into some commercial use.
It's so cute.
Look, they got a bunny. I don't know what that's for. Homemade leather. But you can already get a sense for the money that's in this area. Yeah, see, this is a mixed use property, so they have a commercial space, and then either apartments or the person's house will be upstairs. I just like this part of Saigon, guys. I think you're still very much in the city. You're still accessible to the Canal Road, so it's still very easy for you to get to places from here. But at the same time, you know, you are in a quieter area where you do have residential houses and villas rather than just high density apartment blocks.
So just across the street is the Co-op Mart. So this is like a pretty good grocery store in Vietnam to shop at.
At the bottom of that high rise there, yeah, there's a big Co-op Mart over there. So you guys can get a sense for the area. There's another Japanese restaurant. Remember, I was kind of alluding to there's a lot of Japanese and Korean services here.
And Thai as well. This is Thai.
Okay, and then there's a Thai restaurant here. So for eating, Phan Xich Long is about as good as it gets, you know? You've got everything. You've got lots and lots of Korean, lots of Vietnamese. I'm actually gonna have some Vietnamese food myself, I think. But yeah, I just wanted to take you guys around. This is one of my favorite areas of Saigon. And you know, it's actually close to a lot of schools. So if you're gonna teach, it's not a bad place to position yourself. So this is not such a difficult place to find an apartment, guys. There's lots of serviced apartments around here. There's a few condos kind of near to here. We're not too far from Landmark Complex or Central Park or any of the Vinhomes properties. I would say from here on a bike, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. You guys can get a look at the neighborhood. Very walkable. That's another thing I really like about Phan Xich Long. And you guys can see this nice boulevard that runs down the middle of it. But yeah, this would be basically Saigon food heaven, in my opinion. One of my favorite little vegetarian restaurants is over here. I know you guys see us eating a lot of vegan food. We are actually not vegans. We eat eggs, fish, seafood, that type of stuff. We don't eat chicken, pork, or beef, but we are like pescatarian. But because we're in Saigon and they make such good vegan food, we do actually take advantage of it quite a bit. So guys, this is an IELTS center. They're teaching IELTS, SAT prep. For those of you who are thinking about teaching English, there's training centers all over this area. There's also a lot of public schools not far from here, because this is considered like just outside of the center. Like you would not consider Phu Nhuan to be the center, but you would definitely say it's near to the center. Phu Nhuan is considered kind of a fashionable area here in Saigon for local people. There are expats that stay over here, but it's definitely a little more popular with locals than with foreigners. Although, of course, there's many service departments that gear towards both. There's a smoothie spot there. Looks like these guys are doing soups, hoi tu, and dried noodles. Squid noodle soup, it's always good. Gas, chicken.
See how like not many of the signs are in English? Like some of them are, but nothing like different too.
Yeah, this is a local area.
Check out that video above.
And if you guys think this would be a place that you'd consider living or you wouldn't want to live, tell us in the comments why. Hot cow, so they got dumplings. And here's your motorbike repair spots. Soup kua is like a crab soup with a lot of what is it again? They put in there that makes it thick.
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch, yeah, a lot of cornstarch.
Oh, there's a little park.
More hot cow yogurt and cafe.
Small park.
It's a little neighborhood park here. You guys can see.
Oh, pull-up bar.
They got a little chin-up bar.
Wanna go?
You can show them the park a little. Good for stretching, that's for sure. But yeah, you guys can see this is a nice quiet little neighborhood over here, Phu Nhuan. Yeah, Phan Xich Long really has everything, and like as someone who likes to walk, I do really like this area because it's very, very walkable. And that's something that in Saigon at times can be a little bit elusive. Nice places to walk.
Also, Hong Sa, Chong Sa is not too far.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you're very close to the canal. Hong Sa, Chong Sa are the two roads that run along the side of the canal. And that is just only a few blocks from here. So it looks like they got the barbecue going. Just barbecuing away, yeah. And toy store next to cheap coffee. Yeah, we'll go around the construction, whatever it is he's constructing.
So guys, we're coming up to a restaurant we used to go to, and we haven't been here for a while. So hopefully it's still here and it's still good. Phan Xich Long pretty much has everything you would ever need on there, you know? You have a hospital here. There is the Huan Mi Gold, where we just came from. And this is the veggie spot. La Bao De. Okay guys, so they look like, it looks like they've upgraded. It looks very nice.
I like this place.
Usually, what do we get here? I forgot.
Mi Quang is very good here.
Oh, the Mi Quang. Okay. And are the prices the same?
Yeah, it's about like $2 a dish.
Okay.
$2-3 depending on the dish.
Okay guys, so these are the fruit spring rolls, and this costs $2.67 USD. And this is the inside. Looks pretty good.
Some mango, some banana, and they are very good. They have like a cream sauce on them. All right, our tofu with cheese sauce has arrived. These are our little appetizers before our soups. These fruit spring rolls are fantastic.
So this costs $2.05.
$2.05, $2.60. So right there, 2 appetizers, about $5. Of course, we gotta try one. Ooh. Hot.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
So like, is the cheese sauce on top or inside?
On top, but it's like silkened, and the tofu inside is silken, the outside is chewy.
Ooh.
So when you bite into it, it's like soft, but the outside is like crunchy. So yeah, I'm a fan.
And this is soy sauce.
Yeah, that's regular soy sauce.
So the Mi Quang has arrived. This costs $1.85.
This is my favorite soup in Vietnam, actually. Comes with all the fixings, of course. And a rice cracker as well. It's actually from the center of Vietnam, but and I have had it in Hoi An. It was delicious. But
this restaurant does it like very well.
Yeah,
like usually when we come to this restaurant, we order the Mi Quang.
Yeah, they do a very good job here. Their food in general is very good, but this is a dish they're quite famous for.
So this dish has tofu, sweet potato, and it's like a flat noodle, right?
Yeah.
And also vegetables. There's the sweet potato.
And I'll show you guys the noodles here.
Yeah, so it's like a rice noodle that's flat.
Yeah, very good. It's one of my favorite soups. It's got peanuts in it. Fantastic.
Lots of vegetables.
Mushrooms. Yeah, absolutely great. All right, Mish gonna be getting down on one of my favorite soups, the mi quang.
Looks so good. Look at this tofu. Wow, really good.
It is, right? Pretty good. Vietnamese curry, another one of my favorites with the banh mi. This is gonna be good.
So this costs, including the banh mi, it costs $2.26.
You guys can see potato, mushroom.
So this one doesn't have noodles, but they have another one, and it has noodles instead of the banh mi.
Tofu.
I prefer the banh mi though.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. Carrot.
It's just like the signature thing about the dish, so I always get it with banh mi.
And Vietnamese curries are generally not spicy. That's another thing.
Okay, Jay, do you want to try it?
All right, let's try it. Oh yeah. It's a good curry. Very good.
Lots of vegetables, tofu.
You can eat very healthy here in Vietnam if you guys want to, very easily. So yeah, normally the curries come with bread, so you gotta give it a little dunk and give it a try. Oh yeah. Yeah, I enjoy me a good Vietnamese curry.
Okay guys, so the total came out to $9.25. Not bad.
I'm well satisfied.
So that is for one Vietnamese curry, one mi quang soup, fried spring rolls, and the tofu.
So this is the place we just got done eating at. I am a big fan.
They're open from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. and then again from 4 p.m. until 9:30.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a good vegan feed, can't go wrong at this spot. La Bodie makes some good food. And oh, look, we have our neighborhood chickens.
So cute.
Hello. Hello. And the roosters.
He's making a mess.
Making a mess.
So cute.
All right. This is Nuoc Mi, which is like sugar cane juice. We got a pharmacy right here. So yeah, I like Phu Nhuan, guys. I've always kind of liked it, actually. I think it's a great spot for food. It's a good spot to live. You're in a great central location, and you're just surrounded by like awesome cafes and restaurants. And honestly, like, it really isn't geographically a bad spot. Like, you can get to most parts of the city from here. The only thing that can be a little annoying is sometimes it can be a little bit hard to get a car if you're using Grab, because it isn't the city center. It's a bit outside of the city center, but it's never really been a big problem. Like, normally even if we have to wait a little bit, we always get rides from here. It's yeah, it's a nice place. And yeah, if you were thinking about living in Saigon, you could definitely do a lot worse than Phu Nhuan. And particularly this part of Phu Nhuan. This is the Phan Xich Long Boulevard here, aka Saigon Food Heaven. So we're gonna go and walk over to the canal for you. You guys can have a look. We'll show you a little bit of the residential area over here by Phan Xich Long, and we'll go wander over to the canal. We'll most likely wrap the video at the canal. The Phu Nhuan side of the canal, the road is called Chong Sa, and the District 1 side is called Hong Sa. So these are the islands that Vietnam is presently contesting with China. So that's the name of the roads, and that's a little bit of an indicator of where we are. And the side of Phu Nhuan that I prefer is between that canal and this road that we're walking down now. So yeah, this will be interesting for you guys. You guys can see the contrast. We dipped down the side street a little bit earlier in the video, but we'll go a little bit more in now this time and show you guys what the side streets in this area look like. Now bear in mind, we're going to be going towards District 1. So if we were walking away from District 1, which would be across the street this way, it becomes very crowded and high density. When we turn to the right, it will be more of a lower density villas, townhouses, boutiques, and cafes and that type of thing. Whereas the more you go this way, especially when you're getting further into Phu Nhuan, the higher density and the busier the roads are. What's nice about Phan Xich Long is that because it's a boulevard, it's relatively easy for traffic to move. So the congestion along this road is not as bad as some of the other major arteries in Saigon. And for those of you who are coming here to do English teaching, I will warn you, traffic in this city can be pretty wild. And getting across town can be a misery if you're living too far from where you're working. So having a centralized neighborhood to base yourself when you first come is not a bad idea. Normally for our clients who work with us for the teaching employment, what we do is we will put them in a place in District 3, because I have a lady who has a really clean, nice guest house right in District 3, which is pretty much the geographic center of the city. And that gives them the opportunity to kind of figure out where they're going to work. And since she does short term, it's kind of ideal for people who are coming and they don't know exactly where they're going to work as of yet. You guys can see over here, fancy coffee places, very green area. This is personally one of my favorite areas. I have a couple areas that I would say are my favorite areas, but this is up there, as well as Dacao Ward of District 1 and Tan Dinh Ward of District 1, which could also be arguably District 3, depending on the side of the street you're on. But I like the area near to the Pink Church, and I like this area quite a bit. These are two of my favorite places in Saigon, and if I were to have to live here, these would be places that I would want to live. So what's nice also about Phu Nhuan is that it's largely a local area. So it's kind of like an upmarket area, but an upmarket local area comparatively to like a Tao Dien or even a District 7, where most people are either Western expats or Korean or Japanese expats. We were both kind of surprised to see that in Tao Dien, there was a lot more Korean businesses than the last time that we were here. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys like a little bit of a look around so you can get a sense for just a few meters away from the main road.
It's very beautiful.
It is. Yeah, nice villas, good restaurants, good cafes. I'm completely stuffed on healthy food.
Yeah.
And now we're just gonna wander over to the canal so you guys can see the main geographic feature of this area would be the canal. Also, the Phan Xich Long is quite a unique boulevard. You guys can see little murals here.
So we haven't been to the canal yet this time around, so I'm curious to see if it has changed at all.
Yeah, maybe they've improved some of the walkways or something. Yeah, no idea. I was very surprised in Tao Dien that they fixed up the little road along Hanoi Highway near to where the metro is. They made the sidewalk like very nice and walkable. You guys could check that out in our Tao Dien video. We'll post that here. This is an area that I would personally prefer to live over Tao Dien. I like Phu Nhuan more. I find it's more authentic. The food is of course, a factor because the food in Phu Nhuan is very good. There we go. And also, the location is prime because you have access to the Canal Road. So you can get to almost anywhere that you would need to get to in Saigon in a relatively quick amount of time. And District 1 is just on the other side of the canal, so it's not so bad. You guys can see we're gonna be coming up on it now. This is one of the most important arteries in Saigon, this canal road. And if you're gonna be working anywhere out towards the airport, like Tan Phu, Binh Tan, you can get to either of these off of this road. If you go to the right, you go towards Tan Phu. If you go to the left, you go towards Binh Tan. You go to the right, you go towards Tan Binh. Also, you can get access to District 1 easily from here. So, of course, it's lined with cafes and coffee shops, as you would expect pretty much anywhere in Saigon. And into the sea of motorbikes we go. Thank you. All right, guys, so yes, this is the canal we've been speaking of. It's got really, really beautiful temples all along it, actually. I don't know if you guys can see so well, but there's a really nice temple over there. And in general, it's just a peaceful place. People go jogging.
Looks exactly the same as before.
Yeah, nothing's changed really.
No.
People go jogging along here. Some people even fish in this thing, although I would not recommend that. And yeah, this is Phu Nhuan. This is one of my favorite areas in the city, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please take a second to smash the like button, share the videos, leave us comments. It all helps. We appreciate it. If you're thinking about moving to Southeast Asia and you want straightforward, honest consulting, people who are going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, reach us on the Facebook fan page or any of the social media in the description of the video below. Thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful evening.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Years later, we're still friends, so hit us up.
Reborn abroad, they're legit. They got me a job. I'm pretty happy.
Reborn abroad got me a job in Vietnam.
Reborn abroad got me a job.
Brush your teeth.
Hey, what's up? I'm D from Canada. Hook up with the New York Nomad if you want a smooth ride into Vietnam or any Southeast Asian countries.
Hey, my name is Aaron. Get in contact with the New York Nomads. If you want to get into Vietnam, hit them up. They'll get you in securely and professionally.
Yo, this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm telling you right now, the New York Nomad got me a job. He's legit. Hit him up. Check him out.
New York Nomad set me up in Vietnam.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start. You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do.